3 or 4 times, and now they end up throwing the ball out of it. And in this case, they certainly had a successful play. I think they fooled somebody on that Menlo defense.
So 1st and 10 for the Braves. Back inside Menlo territory for the first time in a while. That one's thrown up and again falls incomplete as it's just short of the intended target for Hamilton.
Well, in this case, you're going to your left and then you're trying to throw back to your right across your body, and it's sometimes difficult to get everything you want on the ball. It takes a little bit off throwing across your body.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 30 of the Knights. 3 receivers to the near side, and they hand it off to Diaz. Flag comes in on the near side, and it'll be down at about the 22, but we'll await the penalty marker. This could be a hold. You see there was a bit of a tackle in the middle of the offensive line. That's just an assumption. Nope, actually it's going to be a sideline warning. So
yes.
Maybe we should watch the... No, never mind. As the handoff goes up the middle down to the 10-yard. It's a little early for me to be questioning the officials.
Okay, now that wasn't a handoff. That was a keeper by the quarterback. And, again, they spread everybody out. And they just took it and ran. And the same thing again this time, just kind of looking almost like it is a quarterback sneak, just looking for an area that's open. And those are 2 nice plays to get them in excellent field position. I think they're about on the, 20-yard line now or so? Excuse me, on the
down
5-yard
to the 5.
line.
So it's 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Shotgun formation, high snap. It's juggled, and that's going to blow the play up. Scrambling out to the left is Smith, but he is going to be taken down by a swarm of Menlo Knights, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a play that was designed to go to the right. I believe they're going to hand off. It was a read play. I think they're going to hand off to the halfback, going to the offense's right. And with the high snap, that ended up being a negative or minus play. So
4 receivers. They spread the D over the middle. That's complete down, and it is popped out. I believe it looks like Hamilton City's going to be the first to get there, and they are for the touchdown. So it would have been a great play for the Menlo Knights. An unfortunate roll goes into the hands of Hamilton.
Well, it's a catch, and then it's before he crosses the goal line, it's a fumble, and then alertly number 80 makes the play there. Kyle St. Louis, he did a great job. So, but as you mentioned, Casey, it was a good play all the way around. Menlo trying to force the fumble and enforcing it, and then alertly Hamilton City jumping on the ball. So brings it back to less than a two touchdown score here. So
a 12-point lead for the Menlo Knights. 26-14. You see, as the extra point was good. And Menlo will receive as time winds down here in the first half, as this is a low bouncing kick, and it's going to be scooped up, thankfully, for Menlo, as an alert Jordan Williams really sprang up and scooped that one out of the air.
Well, not much time left in the half, so you kind of look for a squib, and this was, it was a real nice squib kick, and Menlo, again, alertly got on it. Otherwise, it could have been the reversal that Hamilton may have jumped on it and picked up the live ball and been threatening to score again.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights. Not much time left here in this first half. 4 receivers and shotgun formation for DeKroger. Looking left, throwing left. It's complete out to the left side and flipped head over heels is Clay Robbins. And he is short of the first down marker. Nice catch, nice tackle, and Robbins pops right back up.
Again, it's the timing that impresses you. That was a very similar play. We saw that to the right side. This was one to the left side, and Menlo calls a timeout. So right after that, it's 2nd and short.
3 receivers to the near side for the Knights. DeKroger now pitches it to Mariama, and he fumbles. And this is what you were talking about earlier, Ray, as a flag comes flying in. Was that a pass? If it's a pass, it's probably just incomplete.
Well, I think they're calling that a completion first because it looks like it's caught and then fumbled. But, we'll wait. There is a flag, but we'll wait and see what the officials say about the play itself.
Flag came in a little late. You saw it there at the on the left side of your screen.
So
and they do give possession to Hamilton. So they have limited time now, and they are just going to run it right up the middle of the field and take their medicine, head into the break with a 12-point deficit to overcome in the second half as the Menlo Knights are out in front 26-14. We'll be back here on CCSA. A 12-point lead for the Menlo Knights as the second half is about ready to get underway here from Woodside High School, first game of the 2009 season. So far, Ray, it's been an offensive explosion for the Menlo Knights. They've looked good on offense, save for a couple penalties, a couple turnovers. You got to be pretty happy with how that first half wrapped up.
Well, I agree with you, and I think that special teams has been very important for them. Although the extra points they'd like to have back or work on, but the punting was good, their coverage was good, and they got a couple of turnovers there, so that was very nice. And the defense has played well too.
Hamilton will receive the kick as they pounce on that one. Another bouncing kickoff by Menlo, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Hamilton. So right now, they do have a little bit of the momentum as they were the last team to score. So if you can come out here and really cut the gap, if you're Hamilton, to maybe say 5 points or maybe even less if you wanted to go for a couple, they can maybe get something going here in the first half. It's up to the Knights defense. Now on a first down, pitch out to the left is again swarmed over, and we've seen Nick Mariyama all over the field here so far tonight. He flies from his safety position and wraps that one up.
Well, that's been the option, and it's rarely been, run for positive yardage here, Casey. So Menlo's doing a very good job of stopping it, but Hamilton's going to keep running it, it looks like.
Blitz coming. They do delay the handoff, and there's about a yard there up the middle.
Well, that's a read play, and the quarterback will read the defensive end. If he sees the end come up the field, he usually gives the ball. If he sees him come inside, he'll usually keep the ball.
3rd down and 2. Pass over the middle of the field is picked off. Intercepted by Jordan Williams, and Williams streaks down the left side. He is down to the 10, still on his feet, make it the 15-yard line. And the Menlo Knights will start 1st and 10. Flag might have come in there at the end.
That came in late, yes. But this was a 3rd and 12 and an obvious passing situation. And what we talked about before, you're throwing backside. He did not see the defensive player. And in this case, a very nice interception. Jordan came right underneath the intended receiver. And he's, as we know, tough man to bring down. But it's going to be, I think, it's going to be Menlo's ball. I think it will be Menlo's ball. And then because the flag came in late. So after the interception, another personal foul. So instead of having excellent field position, they still have good field position, but it's 1st and 10 on about the 31.
Indeed, 31-yard line, 1st and 10. 3 receivers now to the right-hand side as Robbins continues to go in motion.
Well, he's spreading the defense just a little bit more. Oh, that's that bubble.
And they pass it outside to Robbins, and he tries to make a man miss, picks up about 5, maybe 6 on 1st down.
Well, that's kind of used to be called the bubble screen, or where the once he reads it, nobody's covering him. He just kind of delays, catches the ball, and then the throw is right there. You try to make 4, 5, 6 yards or make somebody miss.
Another man in motion for Menlo. As Anderson now, they try to set up the same looking play, and they hit Robbins over the middle, and that was set up beautifully, and it is run to perfection. And the result is 6 points for Menlo.
Well, that's that read. It's a quick read. He sees that the linebackers hit it, or there's no one in the area, makes a man miss, and then a nice job here smelling the goal line and getting the ball over for the touchdown. And in that case, you don't want to reach it out because there's too many defenders there. You want to secure the ball, but make sure you get over the goal. And once you cross it, it's touchdown. So nice, very nice, play there by Menlo.
Point after is up. It misses every upright we've got, and it is through for a point, making it a 33-14 Menlo lead.
Well, that was, very nice defensively for Menlo. They stopped Hamilton right off the bat, got the turnover, and then good execution, getting 6 points. So.
And that was the momentum we were talking about. Is again, this one bounces short. That's still loose, and Menlo appears to have jumped on this one. They have
again.
Second time this game that Menlo has gotten in there and recovered their own kick.
But this time it was, Hamilton was covering it. They just, mishandled it, and they knew that it was a live ball. So the individual that would try to pick it up, it slipped out of his hands, and it goes, Drew Knight, it looked like he had it and then lost it, and Menlo goes ahead and recovers. So this is another big break and, great field position.
DeKroger now rolling out on 1st down. Pumps once. Now looks to the right corner of the end zone. Up and incomplete. Excellent coverage by Hamilton on that play as that was Robbins streaking down the right side of the field, and the defender was there the whole way.
Well, that was that pump fake on the bubble screen. Then he turned all the way up the field. And as you mentioned, it was a real nice defensive play. And so, but it's only second down, so they should have another great opportunity. Somebody jumps here, or maybe it was too much time.
This one's going to go against Hamilton, as it is encroachment against the defense, so that'll move them up 5. And they give it to Nichols. Bo bounces to the outside to the 5, touchdown. Untouched into the end zone for the score.
Well, he makes a nice little bump move here, right here. He bounces it outside, and then there's no linebackers, and the secondary can't come up to make the play. So, again, an easy, quick score for Menlo based on 2 quick turnovers. So they've capitalized and are starting to put this game out of reach.
So Desai out for the extra point. That one's up, and it is good. So Menlo, just like that, it was a 12-point lead merely a couple minutes ago. And now they've extended it to a 26-point lead as they lead at 40-14. And things have really gone from looking okay if you're Hamilton at the end of the first half. You mentioned 2 quick turnovers, and that'll do it.
Well, they had the long ride down this year, the 4 hours or so, and again, another mishandled
We might want to scoot up on those kickoffs. That's just a hunch. It's taken at the 15-yard line. Hamilton did jump back on it, but...
Well, that's one of those things. If you're consistently getting a short kick, you want to put people up and move them in. But they do go ahead and cover the ball, and now they have an opportunity to advance and maybe make a play here, come back and score quickly. We'd have a ball game again. 1st
and 10, pass out left is good for a couple yards, as that was a different quarterback into the game, as Brett Burbank, the junior, checked in for Hamilton.
Menlo still nice defense. They're hustling to the ball. That's one of the things you always want to do on defense is sprint to the ball. Get 11 players there, and you go until you hear the whistle. So, again, nice play there defensively. So it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 5, I think. That was a trap play inside. And, again, a lot of 3 or 4 different Menlo players in there on the tackle.
Deep 5-step drop. Now passed over the middle. That is up, and that is picked off again. Nope, through the hands of Jordan Williams. It would have been his 2nd interception of the game, but it was just pulled out of his hands at the last moment by the offensive turned defensive player for Hamilton. He does a nice job. He jumps and tries to catch the ball at the highest point, which is what you always want to do, whether you're a receiver or a defender. And that time it was, he lost the handle on it. Low line drive kick is taken by Robbins up the left side. Cuts back to the 30. Job. 25, flag down. This one's going to come back as Robbins goes in for the score at the moment, but there is going to be a flag call against Menlo, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the night, still inside Hamilton territory. Well, it's a great burst right up here as he starts the outside and then comes inside and avoids all the tacklers, but I think there might have been a clip right there. And one of the things, you can't tell here, but anytime the ball is past you, you never want to throw a block for that particular possible reason. You might get a penalty called against you. 1st and 10. Confusion there. We had a little momentum problem for one of the defensive linemen for the Braves, and it'll be 1st and 5. Well, we have seen, and because it's the first game, we've seen a number of penalties. I think both coaching staffs would say too many. They need that. That's one of the things they'll need to correct. New quarterback into the game for Menlo is Robert Wickers, as Wickers throws on the run over the middle. That's complete. An excellent throw and catch as he hits Robbins again. So Robert Wickers' first throw of his varsity career is a good one. Now, Casey, this is a nice throw and catch, and it's a little bit dangerous coming back across the grain. That's where you sometimes don't see those defensive backs that can come underneath or come by and make an interception or a deflection. But good throw and catch, nice play. Wickers throws across the middle this time, and that's incomplete. Intended for number 2, Clay Robbins. Yeah, again, this is a little bit against, you're throwing across your body. We talked about that before, and so. Robbins again in motion. 3 receivers now to the near side. Under center. Throwing out to Robbins on that screen, that bubble screen, down to inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line. So it'll be third down, I believe, for the Knights.
Now, what's nice about this is that it is a forward pass.